I wrote this status a couple of months ago. I thought it would be really easy, I'd just have to scroll down and look for a big chunk, but they like close caps the months into highlights, and I don't know why Facebook thinks it knows what the highlights are of my months, but I found it now. But you'll find idiots and awesome people everywhere you go. Oh, there was another quote during this time that I came up with as well that was quite fitting to it. You're always going to notice the person screaming angrily in your face before you see the person next to you handing you candy floss. Which I'm slightly proud of. With the people who are around you who you know, there are always going to be like people that are mean and people that you don't like. Sometimes you can pay more attention to the people who are horrible to you, obviously because it gets to you and stuff, but the whole world, there's loads of horrible people in the world, but there's loads of awesome people in the world, and I don't like the fact that sometimes people can forget about the good things because they're so worried about the bad things. Also, when it comes down to types of people and groups of people, it could get worse than that, because you have people who get into horrible religious arguments because they think that because something horrible happened in the news in a certain country, that everyone from there is, you know, a criminal, which is obviously not true because there's crime in every single country. You just watch a tiny bit of the news and you think, oh my god, I don't want to go outside. Everyone is in some kind of box, like everyone has, you know, a gender and a hair length or something. Imagine like someone set fire to a sweet shop and that person was like a blonde woman, and then everyone went around saying like, oh no, don't want to be near those blondes, they're all arsonists. That would be crazy, but people do this kind of thing with races and religions and political views and stuff like this, and it's like, people can get into this kind of thing, ends up in wars. I'm a bit scared to say any of it right now, to be honest. The place where I most find this annoying and where it's most like affected me is on the sort of age level. A lot of people's perceptions of teenagers, that a lot of older people can just see teenagers as these like miscreants who will all hate school but all love like crime. And this used to really annoy me because, especially when I was like in school and that, and you'd get certain teachers that would feel this way as well and would just patronise all of them and think that all of us just didn't want to learn and that we were just rubbish, basically. I remember this being one of the reasons why I really loved YouTube in the beginning, because it was like a sea of these like creative and passionate and intelligent people who all loved making things and learning things and talking about things. Basically, that young people aren't rubbish like the news sometimes makes us look. This whole thing, and that one in particular, made me think of this whole project that I want to do soon, and I'm really excited about it, and it's going to be really cool. So I think that's all I have to say on that. Thank you for listening to me rant on for ages, but I will tell you more about the project soon.